What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Astroneer. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while. And actually, this might be one of our final episodes. I don't know. There's not a whole lot of stuff left to do in the game. We haven't been to the Radioactive planet because that seemed like a terrible plan. I didn't want to end up with extra toes or anything like that. However, we may swing through there, but all we really need to do in this episode is finally take a look at the, not the crane, but the, I forget what it was that I was trying to build. There's a thing that I'm trying to build right now. I need to park my vehicle over here on this vehicle bay, and then once I get it docked inwards, there was a thing that I wanted to build that is not going to be available until I put my vehicle in here. So, I need to detach these two, hopefully. I don't exactly know whether or not that's going to be successful here. Let me jump inside of here. We'll take a look first, and I'll figure out how I detach this thing before I go any further. Come on. There we go. Booty dick detach. Alright, so we're out of there. How do I get this to detach over here? Like, I need you to stop what it is you're doing. Like, there was a spot that I saw. Oh, there it was. Got it. So we finally detached that right there. But the thing that I need to do is actually, I really need to drag this back in. And so what I would suggest is let's take the titanium. We're going to drag and drop that back onto this side. We're also going to take the power because we don't really need that at the moment. Oh, look at that. There's two slotty things on the side. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I don't know how that's going to play out either. It doesn't look like I can get the power off of here. Like, let's say that I take this. I can't pilot utilizing this, so that's like one downside of it. However, I do need this to move, and so what I may try to do is let me take that off of there. We'll take you. We'll put you right there. Perfect. And now that we've dragged and dropped that onto there, I can drive this. And what I really need to do is I need this to front end in right here. And so the best way to do it, I guess, I need to front end it. The piloting is still a little bit weird. What I would maybe recommend is that they make the, it's a tough call. I don't know exactly the right way to get this to move a little bit better. But piloting in weird directions can be a little bit tricksy when it comes to this stuff. So I need to connect this now to here. I wanted to put a crane on it, though. That was like the big thing, is I wanted to put a crane on it. And having a crane on it requires me to take that off right there. Good. Okay, so we've got that off. And actually, I don't even need all of this titanium. There's physically nothing that I can craft with this volume of titanium. Instead, what I would really prefer to do with it is to take it and trade it for copper, because it should be a pretty valuable resource at this point, and I think I should be able to get paid for it. And we've got a whole bunch of popcorn energy on there. No, do not put my oxygen on there. That is not what I desire. Here, we'll put that on there. And let's see what the value of the titanium is. It's got to be worth a decent amount. Like, the yield is 0. That's probably due to the fact that I've got a ton of that on there. There we go. Let's try again. See what we can do here. So the yield is 0 resin. Ah, but so wait, they won't take, I can get 0 compound for that? That seems oddly, that seems like an under bargain right there. That does not seem like a Costco level bargain. I mean, I don't really care. All I really need is, oh, they want to trade for flat. Okay. Yeah, give me the copper, and when that comes back, we'll go ahead and we'll hitch a crane onto this thing. Because I wanted to see what the crane does. Before we end up playing here, I just wanted to see how these things resolve. There are other things we're going to be playing on the channel pretty soon. I'm going to try and keep it mostly survival right now, because I'm in a survivally mood. I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm just making it up and using it for right now. Survivally. Survivally. Having the contents and or properties of a survival game. Survivally. It's kind of, you know, it's one of those Colbert type words. Did you just make it up on the spot? Like truthiness. It doesn't matter. You just use it. You use it enough times, and eventually people will get on board with the fact that it's a real thing. You don't concern yourself with it. You don't try to bargain with them and be like, oh, please, be into this new word that I've invented. No. You just use it over and over and over again, and eventually it will just count. All right, so copper. Got a couple of coppers right there. I think I only need the 4. We'll drag and drop that onto there. We'll drag and drop that onto there. That will give us access to, there's a 3-seat, a 1-seat, storage, and a crane. I mean, the crane is what I already have on there, right? I thought there was another thing that, like, I hadn't made yet. What am I looking at right now? Is there another thing that I haven't made? The winch. That's what it was. Oh, and I do need the titanium for the winch. Ain't that a bitch? Okay. So that's a little bit upsetting. It's not, like, truly upsetting. It's a little bit upsetting. Let me see if I can trade some coal for some titanium. We haven't used any of the coal yet anyways, so we might as well run this around. See? This is how I screw up, Nerd Castle. This is how I screw up. I assume that the winch is actually only... I think the winch is probably only for hooking things up. So my yield is going to be 1. So I can get 2 titanium out for that trade right there. What happens if I pull all the copper off, though? I mean, technically, I only need the 1 titanium, so... yeah, send it on up. Why not? We're on the last episode. It's not like I'm ever going to play this again after this until new updates, and then we'll start from scratch to see what other, like, early game stuff has been added, too. I don't see any point in scrounging. Oh, I had titanium back here, son of a bitch. Alright, this is my life now, just making mistakes and unfortunately just not making the right call. This is my life now. Just a never-ending cavalcade. That one looks like it's going to go right past us. I could be wrong, though. Let's get inside just in case. I don't want to get hit in the dick with a giant space rock that's, like, square. These are what I worry about, just things hitting me in the dick. That's like 90% of my concern in life is just like, is this thing going to hit me in the dick? Like, I see all kinds of stuff, like a bird flies by too fast. I'm like, don't hit me in the dick! Like, it's just, I'm always terrified about it. I don't really know what else to say. It might be some kind of weird neuroses. But, like, I've always felt like neuroses mean you were, like, the word neuroses, it just meant that you were scraping by. Like, you got a report card, and in neuroses you got a C. Like, you got a C. If you got, like, a Nairobi, it would be a little bit better, but a Neuro A is really, really what you're pushing for. Bad comedy with Splattercat. This is turning into like a Seinfeld-esque. I don't like Seinfeld. I don't like Seinfeld at all. I don't get it. I don't understand what people like about that show. I have a friend who's like really, really into Seinfeld, and he's made it like his life mission to make me like Seinfeld as much as he likes Seinfeld. And I'm just like, this show is not funny. Like, everything you show me is not funny about this show. Like, I just, nothing here has been funny this entire time. You showed me like 6 episodes now, and not a single funny joke has happened the entire time. You know how hard that is to do? You know how much of a struggle it is? So do I attach this onto here? I bet I attach this onto here, right? So that gets attached onto there. It looks like it's got a missile attached to it. So do I fire it, and then it's like, pa-chow, and then it like attaches to something? I don't think it works like that. Like, I don't know what this does. But I'm pretty sure I'm not utilizing it properly right now. Like, can I take this? See, this will answer the question. Oh, I can attach a seat to the winch. Oh, shit. Dude, we just invented a carnival ride. This was not intended at all. If only I had friends. If I had friends, I would attach them to that right there and force them to sit in the seat. And then I would just take them for a fun carnival ride. I'm like, nope, you can't get on the carnival ride. It costs 6 tickets, and you only have 4. You only have the 4 tickets, which means you can't get in right here. Oh, my God. Yes. This is what it's all about right here, Nerd Castle. This is we have broken Astroneer. We are on a carnival ride of our own devising. Dude, we're so close to turning this into just like a Barnum and Bailey's, like, experience. Oh, this is the best. Although it'd be awesome if I could flip it around a little bit. Like, can I rotate this back up? I don't think I can rotate this back up that way, but that was the best thing ever. Woo! Going on a carnival ride. Carnival ride with Splattercat. God. I don't see that one really panning out for us here. So with the winch, does it attach to a different spot? Like, let's say that I put it back here. Like so. And then that's fine. Let's put our drill bit back on here. And if I can't figure it out in like the next couple minutes, I'll just look it up and see what it does. That's the fun way to do it. You can't experiment. Like, why are you going to experiment with something first? You gotta just look it up online. It's the way of the future. I really wish that organic material would like get off of our craft. Like, it really kind of sucks that it's just like stuck on there. Because I need those slots for other things. I need those so badly, and yet I can't get it. I just can't get it. I also wish you could lift this off and like take it off somehow. I've seen it fall off on accident once or twice, but I've never seen it actually come off on its own. Alright, so let me jump back up in here. As far as that goes, we'll rehook this up. There we go. That's been rehooked up. I've got my seat, which needs to go back up in the front. And now with the winch, like, what do I do with this, though? It looks like I've got the capability to, like, attach it to stuff. What do it attach to, though? Like another winch, maybe? Oh, you can attach it. It looks like it'll attach right there. So does the winch just let me, like, affix objects to other objects? Like, let's say that I attach that right there and I remove it. Oh, no. I just broke it. Okay. Never mind. That does not do the thing that I thought that it did. Like, I figured this was just going to be, like, the more glorious version of, like, a trailer hitch, basically. I get the feeling that this has not been fully implemented yet. Like, this is an object for which there really is no... Oh, my God. Dude, we have broken the universe. Everything is falling apart right now. What have we done? What sin against God have we committed to do this? Good Lord. What has happened right now? Like, it was really my hope that, like, this would have some kind of cool usage. It looks like it just lets you... It looks like you use an anchoring point because it pulled it that time. Like, previously, it didn't have any effect. But, like, let's say that I just drop that on the ground right there. Is there any way to get the bugged out missiles to, like, go away? Oh, God. What have I done? So yeah, it looks like you can use it to reel things in. Like if you attach it to like a surface or whatever. It looks like it gets the job done at one point or another, but aside from that, I'm not really too sure. Okay. Well, we figured out what the drill did and what all of our other stuff did, so I figure we should probably run off and just kind of see what happens on radioactive planets. I mean, that's really the only thing that we haven't done yet. So I'm going to jump up inside of my spaceship here, and we're just going to hope for the best. I don't really have any stuff with me right now, but I feel like space travel is the next thing on the list. We've basically done everything there is to do on our collection of planets. I really can't wait for this game to be updated further, though. I don't know if it's going to go in like an engineering direction or what the game is going to do. Is it going to go like in a space engineer's direction? Is it going to go in like a, you know, we know it's not going to go in a combat direction. Like we know that's 100% not going to happen. Oh, good. We're like super far away from everything right now. That's the best. That's exactly what I always wanted. Okay. Well, seeing as we're super far away from everything right now. I mean, which one was the radioactive planet? Like, I think that one's exotic. That one's barren. I think it's that one right there. I had to leapfrog a little bit, but I got us here. We're going to the irradiated planet. Nothing good is going to come from this. This is a terrible plan. All I wanted to do was go to Xavier's School for the Gifted, though. And there haven't really been any other obvious solutions, so I'm just going to go for it. And maybe it works out. Maybe I don't grow extra toes. Maybe instead, I get super awesome mutant powers. I didn't go to my physics class, so I don't know exactly how this works. I passed it, but I didn't go very often. You ever have a class like that? It's like a class that you never go to, but at the same time you do perfectly fine in it. And I felt that's how my physics class was. What's up, irradiated planet? What in the shit is that? Dude, is there a Sarlacc pit over here? I mean, it's a very, very small Sarlacc pit. Not gonna lie, I'm a little turned on right now. If it didn't have the fangs, I might have the willpower to get a little curious with whatever this is. What happens if I fall down into it? Something bad's gonna happen, huh? I bet you anything something... Yup. Bro, I just got digested. I just got digested by a land monster. I probably should have taken my oxygen tanks off before I did that. Probably should have. Probably should have, but these are not the things that we think about. These are not the things, Nerdcast. I wonder if I can dig down. And so let's say that I get myself another oxygen tank because I destroyed my old one by throwing it down into a Sarlacc pit without thinking. There we go. We now have that. I wonder if you have like a drill, if you can drill this thing out of the ground and then attach it to a winch, and then you have like a mobile Sarlacc vagina thing that's behind you. It's more like an anus, really. It's just a sphincter. Never mind. We'll just call it a sphincter for right now. But like you have this thing that you can just carry around with you, and everybody gives you like a crossways look. Why are there so many pits and things around here? It's a tiny bit horrifying. However, we do have access to some coal. And it seems like coal has like okay value. So I don't see any reason not to bring it with me. I have no power right now, though. I have no power. My power has been removed. Yes, I know my corpse is down there. It's just I don't have any reasonable way to access it. As much as I would love to access my corpse. I mean, I suppose maybe... Can I see my dead body down in there? I can't see my dead body down in the death sphincter. So what if we just like dig downwards for a while? Can I go underneath it? Man, we really need to come up with like an energy generation solution on this planet. I feel like this is just motion sickness, the planet. Like, look how quickly the stars go by. Like, this planet is just like, Rrr. It's like being stuck on the gravitron nonstop for like days at a time. Just nonstop gravitron. Enjoy yourself. It's the crappiest ride ever. Everybody gets sick on it. Everybody gets sick on the gravitron, but we keep riding it. Nobody knows why. Nobody knows why this is fun. Man, another one of those over there. God, I hate carnival rides. Anything that can be built with like a multi-tool is something that I'm just not okay with. Like, I'd be like, how many tools did it take you to build this? How many of them were pneumatic? How many of them were electric? None of them. I got my Leatherman over here, and then we just started putting it together. I'm like, no, absolutely not. Not for a second. You should not be able to build a construction of this magnitude. This is basically an erector set gone wrong. That's all that a carnival ride is. It's just an erector set that has been taken way, way too far. I mean, I don't really see anything else. Like, this planet is a little bit strange in that regard. Where, unfortunately, I don't see any resources anywhere. Like, I don't see any reason to look around. This planet just kind of sucks, and I'm not trying to be a dick. Like, I'm not trying to be insensitive to planets that suck. But as far as this planet goes, like, what does it really have to offer us? Like, what is it really trying to do for us right now? Aside from maybe cause us to asphyxiate. I don't know. There are a lot of weird booty sphincter things over here that look like they want to murder us. There's an oxygen well over here. That's pretty sweet. Oh my god. Like, oh, I thought there was an actual, like, oxygen well over here. There is not. That is not a thing that's in the region. Okay. I mean, at least their caves aren't super hostile like the ones on our tundra planet. Refill the oxygen very, very quickly. It seemed like a decent plan. Oh, well, that worked. Sure. Absolutely that worked. I'll take it. Yep, perfect. Let's go down in here and we'll see what we can find. And if I die down here, I don't care. Because we're, like, basically on the last episode anyways. Like, what's the worst that can happen? It's not like we're going to find any new resources or anything down here. Like, it's going to be the same stuff we've seen before. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This cave really seems like it's not that awesome. I mean, we got more of these dangly, sucky things from Half-Life that want to, like, murder and suck our heads inside of them, but I feel pretty good about what we've accomplished in this series. I mean, I had a lot of fun with it, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun with it. But my name is Splattercat. This is Astroneer. We'll probably be checking back in on this one from time to time, just as it gets updates and it gets new objects put inside of it. Sexy. And as we come back to investigate that, I'm sure we'll have several more series. This is probably going to be like one of my new Subnauticas. I will see you all on whatever comes next. Have no idea what I'm going to be doing next. Probably something like Moonbase or something like that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. This is a radioactive planet full of buttholes, and that's where we're going to leave it. All right, how you do, everybody? I'll see you next time.